No deadline, but we're moving speedily towards it.
What if he gets rearrested?
I don't care.
In the past, you have asked Biafrans not to attend churches manned by Yoruba pastors.
Yes.
Why is it? You seem to have toned down a bit on that.
Yes. Because they have changed as well.
So people are saying that federalism is not working for Nigeria. How do you intend that the new Biafra will be governed?
Confederation. Every ethnicity will have the rights to control their resources and to govern themselves. There will be no interference from Enugu whatsoever.
How do you react to the U.S. ambassador's prediction that Biafra is a failed project, or Biafra's project is failed?
They said something about the state of Israel in 1948 and it came into existence. It will come. There's nothing man can do to stop it.
So in this new Biafra, if it gets actualized eventually, would you contest for political positions?
No.
Why not?
My job is to restore Biafra, not to serve it in any political capacity.
How do you react to Ohaneze Ndigo's disownment of you as well as that of Abra?
I'm not sure they disown me. We disagreed, but the media would like to hype it up because they want to magnify the differences that we have. It's just mere emphasis, divergent views and emphasis. Basically, that's what there is to it. We are Republicans by nature, so people are entitled to their views. I may not welcome it, but I defend the right to hold it all the time.
IPOB and yourself reacted to the Arawa ultimatum to Igbo's in the northern part of the country.
It wasn't directed at us, so I couldn't possibly react to it because it's not directed at us. But I think it goes to show that they're in tune with the prevailing trend, which is referendum. At least we welcome the fact that some of them are Democrats.
I don't understand how it wasn't directed. You are the leader of Biafra. Igbo's in the northern part.
They are part of Biafra. They've been your landlord said he should go. Then what do you expect to do? Exactly. Your landlord said he should go. Then you try and go. If you said they will kill you, they've been doing it since 1945. They kill all the time, so it's nothing new to us.
It was reported that you had said no elections in Anambra State. Do you think that can be possible without bloodshed and things like that?
How can you be bloodshedding when you're in your house sitting down and enjoying Ofensala on the 18th of November, 2017? How's that bloodshed?
Then you said no elections,
Mm-hmm.
no referendum.
Mm-hmm.
How do you intend to make this happen? Are you going to declare that Biafrans sit at home on election day?
Yes. Yes. There will be no movement. No cats, no dogs outside, no chicken, nothing.
Okay. So
Complete silence.
those in the group say that you're a hypocrite.
Why?
That you have a British passport,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you have asked Biafrans to destroy theirs on the person day. What are your reactions to this?
I never gave such a directive. You're asking me a direct question, and I speak truthfully and directly. I did not give such an order. If people want to destroy whatever documents or papers they have on them, that's entirely up to them. And I'm not a hypocrite either, because my land was forcibly taken over by external forces, and I'm being forced to live under it. It's my job to fight to get myself out of it. Nnamdi Kanu, Ahmadu Bello, they all had British traveling documents before they still fought for independence and got it. Something applied to George Washington in America. He was a British colony settler, traveled about as a British citizen before he got USA out of the mess that was colonial rule from England. Something in India. This is nothing new. I've been in the public limelight for close to 4 years, so people know what I can do and what I cannot do. If people wish to delude themselves with false propaganda and information about me, they're more than entitled to it. I cannot stop them from doing so. But what I say to them is that those people who are feeding you this junk information about me, they do not wish you well. People like us, IPOB, are the only ones that can save you from your chronic poverty, from your diseased state of mind, from your horrible bad roads, from your non-existent hospitals, from your absence of infrastructure. And we're the only ones who can make it possible for you to get a job. That's how it is. All those people telling you all those nonsense about Nnamdi Kanu is because they know that Nnamdi Kanu is capable of articulating a policy or a viewpoint that can get you out of the mess that you're in. So they want you to remain poor, to remain blind, for your parents to be dying. It benefits them.
So
Yes.
And the Nigerian government and a lot of public opinion analysts seem to think that you're breaching the bail conditions.
Where were those people when Buhari refused to obey court order upon court order upon court order? Why didn't anybody go to Daura or go to Asorok to ask Buhari why he'd failed to obey court orders to set me free, to release Dasuki and to release Zagzagi? Why have they not obeyed the court order to release Bright Chimezie Ishiwa as pronounced by a competent court of law in Uyo? Why don't people concern yourself with the gross abuse of human rights being perpetrated on a daily basis by DSS, by the police, and by the army? Why are you not trying as hard as possible to uncover the mass grave that they have in army barracks in Onitsha? Why have you not questioned them about the amnesty report and about the slaughter and the butchering of our people? Why are you people so hell-bent on things that don't matter, whereas you should be concerning yourself with things that actually matter? Have you asked them why you have no light, why you must run a generator? Have you asked them why they import refined fuel when you have 4 modern refineries and you have abundance of crude oil? Have you asked them any of those questions? Why don't you have good roads? You have aggregates, you have stones, you have bitumen coming from the ground. Why do you have bad roads? And you have unemployed graduates of structural, or should I say civil engineering. Why are you not asking them all those questions? Because they understand that Nnamdi Kanu mean well for the masses, for the people, the downtrodden, people who are suffering because of poverty. They turn your mind around because they know you are not disciplined enough to understand that you need to stand your ground to demand for what is yours. That is why it is very easy to twist the mind of a black person. Che Guevara came to Congo to fight many, many years ago, over 50 years ago. Why did he leave? Because he said a black African man cannot be disciplined enough to put the need of his self-preservation and survival over the need of the stomach.
Speaking of demanding, have you ever thought about asking that Southeast leaders be accountable for their non-performance instead of following this leader?
How can they perform when there is no Southeast leader who is responsible for the maintenance of the Enugu-Iguacha, which is Port Harcourt Expressway? How can I hold any governor responsible when all these so-called federal roads are denied any form of attention or maintenance? How can I, because it belongs to what they call the exclusive list. So now tell me, how can I hold them responsible for that? Are they meant to build Second Niger Bridge? Is it their business to build a Second Niger Bridge? Is it their business to compel the Africa Development Bank to provide underwriting loans to people who want to borrow money to build factories and industries? Is it their fault as well? But who builds the roads in the north? From the same oil money coming from Okwa, from the same proceeds from gas fields in Ohaji, in Ebema. And you're telling me you're in one Nigeria, one viable, unity-driven country. It's a charade, it's fake, it's a lie, and I'm sure you know it.
So, I was going to Twitter and there's this tweet trending about
Yes.
a certain Osita Chiduka
Yes.
who drove you home
Yes.
from prison, and now he's declared that he's going to campaign for elections in Anambra.
Yes.
And then now you are home again to say no elections in Anambra.
Yes. There is no irony because I'm a very consistent person. I do not change. People can change as their business. I don't change. I'm a Nnamdi Kanu, I don't change. I don't change.
You don't think this is some kind of betrayal?
That Osita Chiduka drove me from prison yesterday. You want me to walk from prison from Kuje to Abuja?
So people felt that he was lending you a helping hand, he was supporting you when you were in prison.
He was not supporting me. He was concerned about my plight as any other sensible human being ought to be. That's what he was trying to do. Being reasonable. And that's what he did. I'll do the same thing. The fact that I got lawyers for suspected Boko Haram inmates at DSS, does that mean I'm a Boko Haram supporter, sympathizer? The fact that I brought parents of Hausa people detained at DSS illegally for nearly 4 years, does that mean I support Boko Haram? Does that mean I support Boko Haram? Exactly. So why should Osita Chiduka giving me a lift from prison represent anything extraordinary? Because they know that's what will appeal to you. I said it earlier, your primordial instinct of debasing yourself to your jealousy, basically. People who try to be like me cannot be like me, so they resort to very cheap slander and blackmail. But I welcome it. It makes me become a better. I work twice harder than I should. So the more these battles come, the better for me. They know they're misguided. They know they're lying. They know what they're saying is false, but they say it because they're hoping to tap into the reservoir you have of greed, envy, and jealousy. Maybe if you cannot defeat Nnamdi Kanu in a reasoned debate, why don't we try greed and jealousy? Look at him, he's him. Why not somebody else? You can't be me because you can never be me.
Are there conversations you would rather want to have happen to put an end to Biafra in the Nigerian government?
You've gotten the question wrong in my view, because there can never be an end to Biafra. Biafra will come. It doesn't matter what man does, it will come. So no one can stop it.
There is an Igbo president tomorrow.
If you like, let my wife be the first woman U.S. president. It won't stop me. It's very interesting how you get news that you consider to be newsworthy or the wrong type of news and not the positive one. Myself came here along with 15 other groups and made me the overall leader of Biafra. I'm sure you're aware of that. Try and report that more often. We're not fighting each other. We know where we're going. We're going to get Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quicker. I can assure you. If Biafra is fighting for you, no one will touch your property. If you're fighting alone, you're bound to lose it. So Biafra is the best. We will become the 16th member country of ECOWAS. If Nigeria doesn't release those properties, then we'll take them to court and we'll get them back. Even twice the value. The Jews had investments all over the world. Most of the priceless artifacts and paintings belong to many families in Germany. It was stolen by the Nazi Party. Do you know that? Eventually they got everything back with compensation on top of it. That's what we're going to do. If you touch our investments, we'll come back for you. And we'll know where we can get it from. So there is nothing for anyone to worry about. It's only, if I'm not stopping you from being a Nigerian, if you are born on the streets of Lagos and you want to be a Lagosian and your name is Adamma, oh, well and good.